Hello, everybody. Cedric and Cedric here, CRWC, and we'll be reviewing All Elite Wrestling's Dynamite. And it was sort of a dynamite. It blew up. Not much of a good fuse, but we're gonna run through this. We're gonna run through this. Not take too much of your time, hopefully. But if you want us to do longer reviews, we could do that. But we figured people want things shorter, and we'll just get to it for those that are really impatient. But see, MJF is asked in the opening if he's founding the Allies, and he hasn't. He was looking over the alleged roster and says that he'll need advice from his friend Adam Cole, who he calls. And they're all like, yeah, man, you should work with Joe. And he's like, man, I don't know. And then walked off. So Cole is on the screen sporting a beard. Roderick Strong is wheeled in, and as MJF leaves, and he was like, man, he just walked off while you was talking to him. I never do that to you, Adam. And then I was like, man, he just hangs up on him. It was like, Adam! And it's like, I'm like, oh man, I don't care. Now he got
a stupid mustache. He looks even more forgettable.
Adam Cole, he's trying to do the whole, damn, I forgot, Walking Dead, Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, he kind of got that thing, Rick Grimes. That's right, he had that cool ass name, Rick Grimes. I was like, it could be all right.
Talking about his beard?
No, Adam Cole had the mustache, the goatee, he had a full-on beard.
I just said the beard.
What did I say?
You said no.
I thought was I calling it something else? I just had a bout of extreme sickness, everyone. My brain ain't right here. I'm just looking at the screen and okay, so you saying he's got a beard. Did I say he didn't have a beard?
Yeah, basically.
I mean before that.
No, I wasn't clear. I was talking about Roderick's dumb mustache. It makes him a little more forgettable.
Think about his mustache. That's Roderick Strong.
Nothing is impressive about Adam Cole's beard. He needs a brush.
Okay. But he grew it in a short amount of time. He did? Let's see what we get now. The international title match, Orange Cassidy versus Claudio Castagnoli. Yeah, this is a long 27-minute or so match that ends with Orange rolling up Claudio, who held himself down for the pin. It was a terrible finish. It was an ugly finish. And I wrote Tracy Williams should be super heated over this. I get it's his job, but damn.
Because was Claudio as remotely aggressive as he was when he wrestled Hot Sauce? Who didn't have nothing to do with nothing.
He won't even close. Not even remotely. Not even on the blip of the radar of annoyed.
Because if he was that upset,
this man should have been
Orange
2
Cassidy,
minutes tops.
He should have housed him, and Orange shouldn't have been able to get up. But no, just like I said, just like I predicted on the Ring of Honor review, it's a bunch of bull.
Yep. And after the match, Goon comes out to his music through the crowd. Orange can't get off the ramp for some reason. Claudio can't stop wrestling on the top rope. Goon mauls Cassidy the way Claudio should have. But Claudio just stands there looking like a gimp idiot. And then Claudio eventually helps throw the staff out of the ring. And then he pulls Goon off of Orange. Goon is all like, I'm still mad, but he leaves. And Claudio stays in the ring with Orange. So backstage, MJF knocks on Kenny's door and Jericho answers. Looks him up and down and then closes the door in his face. MJF turns to Wardlow, who nabs him against the wall and tells him he's going to take everything from him. MJF tries to leave. No, he walks around, he leaves. Max Caster gets a hold of him. He's like, look, man, with some help. Holds out some scissors, asks for help. MJF is like, no, and leaves. And it's like, well, dang, man, you keep rejecting these people. If you go on any wrestling storyline, you'll end up joining them. That's just how this goes. So Goon is mad at Cassidy as he's cutting a promo about respect and liking him, but now not anymore. And at full gear, he's going to beat him within an inch of his life. And I'm all like, yeah, sure, all right.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah, all right.
Look, I got a question.
What?
Wardlow cut two promos, or at least one and some wrist tape about how he wants MJF, and MJF did all this, and MJF, he's going to destroy him. He had him. Understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In the back.
Against the wall.
Nobody was around.
He got Chris mastered.
He had him.
Why didn't he do it then? Right?
I'm going to take everything from you. Let him go. That's right. Why don't you just jack him up? You had him.
It's like Mean Girls. It's like when dude, said a racial derogatory thing to me, and then I threw one right back at him, and then the two white girls like, you know what? He didn't like what you said to him. I'm like, shit. Let's ignore that he opened up against me.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there. It's obvious. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna break your neck. I'm gonna ruin your life. I'm gonna destroy any and everything that you love without the shadow of a doubt. You're gonna cry at my feet, but I'll leave you alone though.
Why wait?
It's air and opportunity. Wait, there's no air. You've closed that gap. There's nothing but opportunity, and you didn't take it. You look weak. You look weak. That you just don't do that. I get that he's being intimidating, but he looks weak. He looks mentally inept at that juncture. I've got you. I hate you, but I won't do anything. He should have messed MJF up. But hey, it is what it is, right? So, where we going down to? Okay, Ring of Honor 6-man tag team title match on Dynamite. I mean, y'all don't. Come on, right?
Yeah.
So Brian Cage and Gates of Agony versus the Hung Bucks. Yeah. My prediction: Bishop Khan is pinned after a lariat and double knee. But in reality, the Embassy shows dominance like on Ring of Honor and take the titles back.
I couldn't believe it.
That was stunning.
Because we didn't watch the match.
Nope.
We just knew.
We just like fast forward. No one to see all this
that
crap.
Them jackholes and Jackhole Light were going to retain, but they didn't.
So after the match in the back, Adam Page is fighting Swerve. They get separated. It sounds like a nice arguing, yelling thing where everything is incoherent. That's pretty good. In the ring, Matt Jackson is ticked off, and at ringside, he's turning over tables and slamming a chair into the post a few times. I'm like, man, I'm so mad. I'm not going to go help my friend. I don't know what happened during the match. Maybe Paige saw Strickland and got out the ring and said, no, I'm going to leave my friends to die in the ring alone. I'm sure something like that happened. So then, backstage, MJF nearly knocks on the door of Samoa Joe, but opts for someone else. He is stopped by the Acclaimed, who he ignores. So then Adam Copeland comes out to the ring to talk, but before he can say anything, Cage comes out with his group. Cage talks about Darby's busted arm and Adam's busted neck. Cage sends his henchmen to the ring as a little preview, but Copeland fights them off. The numbers gets to him. Sting comes down and Darby blasts right past him with a very well and healed arm, even though he was doing a sling just a few days ago. They clear the ring and Copeland spears Cage for a huge pop from the fans. Copeland, in a deeper, more guttural voice, tells Sting that he was right and he should have listened to him. But he will be their partner if he'll accept him. They all shake hands and we're all happy. And the crowd is like, yay, we're finally going to get the obvious. So next you got Matt Menard and Angelo Parker coming out with their awesomely cool music, going against Jericho and Omega. And my note is, are we to seriously sit here and watch the Brooklyn Brawler and Barry Horowitz versus Triple H and Shawn Michaels with any modicum of hope? So we skip and Jericho Omega win.
Jericho Omega. They're the Golden Jets.
Oh, that's what they call themselves.
Yeah.
They fly the fuck on up out of here. Anyway, after the match, Don Callis gets on the mic and talks trash and issues a challenge for a street fight.
He calls them dummies.
Yeah, they're dummies. And behind him, his group does look good. It's a well-formed group. Omega accepts and says he'll have Kota Ibushi at his side because Boost is going to be there for him at every juncture. I'm sure he got on the jet with what's his name? Okada, Kazuchika. If you want to sound like a country bumpkin, Kazuchika. But Kazuchika, if you want to sound like you got some sense. That's how it is in Japan. Don't blame me. Jericho says he got a friend, and Don says there's no one bigger than Paul White. Comes out in wrestling gear. Fletcher runs up to him alone for some reason, and White doesn't really move as he does a passive punch to remove Fletcher from the scene. White's right knee is severely compressed with a heavy knee pad on. It is huge. It stands out. And as you notice, he's not needed.
No, he's always been not needed.
Yeah, but
it's worse. He is not standing up straight.
There are doctors that can actually get that fixed and do well.
He can't, and he is not moving. He hits Kyle Fletcher.
Those feet.
Fletcher hit. He stood there looking menacing in his singlet and his pair of bags under his eyes. And then that was it, because he cannot move.
Here's my question. Why was Big Show mad?
I don't know.
Why was Paul White pissed?
I don't know, man.
What happened to him?
Jericho told him he was talking about his knees or something.
Because he came out, he's looking down at the heels, like he came home and saw the Wheels, doing his mom, his sister, his wife, and a stranger just to add toppings onto it. And giving him a thumbs up while he can't do anything about it. And it's like, now I can get here. I'm like, 20 years ago, Show would have ran down there and fought him. But he just stood there. Angry.
He's been in AEW for 2, maybe 3 years. Has had 1, maybe 3 matches when he first got there.
And then
the rest of the time, he has been commentating, or you haven't heard from him. And then he popped up floundering around in the water with
Captain
Adam Cole and MJF, and now he's finna wrestle. First of all, why is he doing it to himself? And why is he letting them do this to him?
I'm gonna say this. All right, he needs to stop. You don't need to get any of this on him. I can see Show doing a kind of exhibition match with Dustin Rhodes or Sting. I can see that. Nothing exciting, but it's in the ring. It happens. It does okay, about a 2.5-star match, and you move on. I can see that.
Unless he has had his knees and his hips replaced. He does not need to do this.
That's how I feel the same way.
He does not need to do this. He's not an old man, but his physical age.
He's beat up.
And he doesn't need to do this. It was perfectly obvious. They might as well have said, hey, come on down. And Ric Flair showed up. Ric Flair ain't in no state to go.
Nope. If you watch back and you see Ric Flair come to the ring, he don't look excited. He don't look happy. He looked like, man, I had to get out of bed for this. That's how he looked. Sting was excited. I don't know if Flair and Sting understood what they meant to certain people like me that watched their first match in the Clash of Champions and pay-per-views and the whole Horsemen and all. If they knew what it meant for us to see them in the ring together, giving each other accolades, they would mark out themselves for the fans. They really would. Let's see, moving right along. In the back, Matt Jackson he half scolds Kenny Omega since Omega chose Ibushi Kota over them. So we're back to the angry friends thing.
No, that wasn't the choice. He was pissed at. He was pissed about Jericho.
Oh, he was? And he was looking at Omega and talking his,
He said it. He said, why is he in our locker room? Remember what you did to our dad 2 years ago? Oh. And Jericho was like, well, watch what you say to me, kid. And the Matt was,
it would help if I actually paid attention to what they said when they was talking.
Yeah. Matt was like, you know what? Fine, enjoy our locker room. Clean it up when you're done. And they walk off. So Jericho takes a bottle of water, swigs it, and then throws it on the floor.
Okay, look, y'all. Okay, look. Let me just give it straight. This is what would make me like the Young Bucks. All right? Seriously, this is what would make me like them. If they went and retrained. If they got off their high horse, if they got off their stupid and went and retrained as professional wrestlers, not to get rid of the modern that they do, but to use it wisely. That's what I would like to see, that pro wrestle, but use the indie stuff wisely. Because all of their moves, every move that they have done and can do, would get a pop severely out of everyone if they just abandon going back and forth the whole time. If they abandon that and let that crap rest, hone their skills, do pro wrestling, in with different finishing moves just for a while, let their bodies actually heal, get themselves in higher cardio and strength training like they were when they were much younger, because they ain't that removed from being able to do that. You know, I'd like to see them do that and then do promos based on reality and not friendship and crap. That's what I would like to see. That's what I would like to see. Just abandon the stupid for a while, retrain, use that retraining as your base, get great at that, and slowly reintroduce your stuff, and at a pay-per-view, doing a well-built match, pace yourselves and use those indie moves and whatnot at the right times.
You're so sweet.
That's what I'm telling you. This is what would make me start to like them. I'm being as nice as I possibly can.
I know. That's why I said you're sweet. You know what would make me like the Young Bucks?
If they left.
If they retired. You know why? Because they've hit the point where I don't want to see their faces.
It's like politics. Republicans and Democrats aren't going to go anywhere because the people won't let them. So since the Bucks aren't going to go anywhere because they won't go anywhere, you might as well ask for them to do something that'll make you like them. It's that simple.
They got go home faces.
You're going to get screwed one way or the other. All I'm asking for them to do is put on a condom. That's all I'm asking.
They ain't going to do that.
See? I'm just asking for something nice. That's all. So next we get Willow Nightingale versus Hikaru Shida. Note number 1, Willow is no longer poisoned and got her joy back. And note number 2, Shida has great ring attire, and that's about where it ends for her. Shida wins with a kick to the head and retains her title. After the match, Toni Storm comes out and Shida has that "oh dude, what now" look, which was perfect. Mm-hmm. Toni prances around and behind Luther, spins and drops to the floor. Shida can't stand it, runs out, knocks the pillow from Luther's hands, and bashes Toni in the face with the knee. Toni gets up. Shida tries to hold her in place by her robe. Toni gets free and runs away with Shida hot on her heels.
We're like a lunatic.
Yep. The lights go out and then come back on. Julia Hart stands in the ring behind Willow, who turns around and sees her. And Julia summons Sky Blue to the ring. Sky runs in, stands between the two, turns around, then turns back around to miss Julia with blue mist. She got Hart on the nose, chin, and neck, as you pointed out.
She lit that neck up.
Julia is not happy. Not the best job of being misted and whatnot, but for the overall effect of being turned on from what was assumed to be for a sure thing, it was good. Mm-hmm. It was good. She missed. Same problem Julia had in the beginning. You know, you would think Julia had to learn how to miss somebody's face. She would have trained Sky Blue on how to do it. Like, look, don't mess up like this, do this, right? But then again, Sky was probably like, I don't want to get your hat dirty. So, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes in wrestling, you got to do some jacked up stuff to make the effect right. Okay, so Sky Blue's going to stay a babyface. So is she no longer poisoned? We'll just have to see. I was really looking forward to her and Willow being heels and joining Julia. House of Black would have a female group, and then they could actually start building some modicum of a female division by training these females properly. Julia, she's fine, 98%. Willow, she's 100% fine. Sky Blue, retool her completely. Take the tool shed, burn it up, put another one in there. And what's funny?
They burn the tool shed up.
Yeah, burn it up, and then you put another tool shed there with some decent tools, and there you go. Don't tear it down because someone could put that crap back up. You got to burn it. You got to burn it up. So backstage, the Acclaimed approach MJF with Cassius saying he'll help if he scissors them and wears something in a bag. MJF is not going to do it, and he will not do it, and has one more team to ask. The Acclaimed leave, and Jarrett's group is standing just a few feet away laughing. I wonder why no one saw them this whole time. Because they was like right there about, 7 feet away.
Yep.
Out in the, just right there. I'm like, the Acclaimed should have saw. MJF was walking up, he should have saw. Okay. Roderick Strong and friends called Adam Cole to complain about MJF, only to get hung up on. Note, it's kind of funny, but I don't want to hear Adam being yelled every 37 minutes. Main event, tag match, Bullet Club Gold, all of them, versus the Acclaimed, and MJF comes out in new gear, which was all right, except for the boots. Yeah, the boots were too bright. Too bright. Caster's rap ends. See if I got the thing on. Caster's rap ends with him calling Bullet Club Gold New Japan Rejects and the Ass Boys. So how accurate is he? That's up to you. So the match ends when Jay sneaks in during MJF's comeback and hits his finisher for the 1-2-3. Look, the match was good. No mistakes, no BS, nothing like that. It's just, I was going to sit through this match that does nothing for anyone. I just didn't want to sit through this. I wasn't even feeling well. I was feeling really jacked up and a lot of pain here and there. I just can't do it. Nothing against anyone in that ring. All of them. I like all of them. I don't like what the Acclaimed is going through with their, I don't know, counting off the days and WWE types promo spots, but there's nothing going on good with them, because the problem is the Acclaimed was better when they was chasing for the belts. Now that they got them,
it's just like,
Yep. Sometimes the chase is better than, well, the claim. So after the match, hold up. The ref, before I get to after the match, the ref enters the ring with the belt and hands it to Jay White instead of at least placing it on MJF so White can take it away from him that way.
Slid in and gave it to Jay White. Just handling the stolen goods.
Yep.
He didn't even have to go out there and grab it. He could just left it alone, and it would have been in MJF's court to go out there and get it. No.
Everybody, just hear me out. Wouldn't it make sense that on, I think tomorrow, Friday, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. That on Rampage or on Saturday Collision, MJF is seen in the back chewing out Ryan's, I don't know, Freebird, I don't know. Okay, I don't know that the referee Ryan's or whatever stupid ass.
Oh, that dude, the ball dude.
If he's screaming at him, you had my belt, and you gave my belt to Jay White, who's not the champion. Who's the champion, Ryan's or whatever his name is, and he's like, yo, you are. Then why'd you not give me my belt? This would be MJF giving a massive, epic tongue lashing and showing how much of a scumbag he can be, and not some overly cute baby face, and be in his face. And it's like, I know it's a $5,000 fine to hit you, and it hit him once and follows off screen, reeling back to hit him some more. That's something I would do in Fire Pro. Oh wait, I did do that.
Mm-hmm.
Cedric did the promo, and I had the wrestler beat on the ref. Then the wrestler was suspended for a couple of months.
It was worth it.
I'm just saying, if it can be done in Fire Pro, it is all too simple to do here. I think it makes sense. I think it would give MJF a little bit of that edge back that he has lost. I'm waiting for Adam Cole to betray him for Roderick Strong so he can be a bad guy again. That's what I'm waiting on. So yeah, I'm waiting on that. So look, after that Bullet Club Gold, they decide to attack MJF, and the Acclaim saves him. MJF slowly gets up, and Jay swings, hitting Caster, who takes the bullet for MJF. So Caster got nailed with the belt. Caster took a lovely shot to the head, looked legit. Mm-hmm. It being AEW, I'd not be surprised if it was. Caster holds up the scissors. If y'all want to know, when someone is down like that and they hold their hands up, I've dubbed that the hand of fate. You watch any cartoon, someone's getting beat on in a pile of fists or something, their hand come up like reaching for dear life. I call that the hand of fate. It is hilarious to me. So he holds up the scissors, and MJF is like, no. So Billy Gunn is mad and he starts barking at MJF, yelling in his face. So the MJF is like, all right, man. So then they get in the four corners, they do a quadruple scissors, and at the end, Caster hugs MJF around his waist and just grabbing his ass like a pro. Yeah, MJF pushes him away like, ew.
Had 2 handfuls.
Just grabbing ass. Just grabbing ass. I'm like, I just want to point this out. What you are saying, all right, Max Caster, is that MJF is not Bowen's type. That's all you saying, because he's certainly yours. Hmm. And, I thought Anthony Bowens was gay, and I thought they might kind of use that at points. Now, I got to point this out, and I'm not trying to be derogatory, and hopefully I'm not going to be derogatory and picking and insulting and all that. I find this a bit fun. I want to know if anything can be ever done about it. But going on this group, the Acclaimed, let's go with Billy Gunn, who was an ass man, and no one could really figure that out because he was never trying to be around girls. He was never doing a whole, I'm an ass man, and look at this girl, look at that girl. Then they put him in a weirdly androgynous marital relationship segment with Jesse James. I think that was his name. It won't. That was Billy Gunn. That was Kip. Okay. So they're like, we're not gay. We're not that. And it's like, what? It's like y'all got in the ring in double suits, getting ready to get a justice of the peace to help y'all get a peace. Uh-huh. And all of a sudden, y'all ain't gay. So you bring that here to AEW, where he's still an ass man. He's daddy ass because his sons are there. And now he's with the Acclaimed. Bowens, who comes out to everyone is gay, which shocked us. Because I ain't gonna lie, Bowens seemed like he'd be Mr. Panty Dropper. Yeah. He's got the voice, he's got the look. I was like, okay, then he's gay. And I'm like, all right, he's still crushing it. He's dropping draws somewhere. But he don't do anything about it. Nothing about him says he's gay.
Nope.
All right? I've seen levelers not as straight as him. That's what it looked like. But then Caster comes out, he's all over MJF, and he's being gay as hell.
He's just reaching out trying to touch the man during the match. Several times. Zach is like, get off me. He just trying to touch his skin.
So the gay daddy ain't gay, the gay man ain't gay, and the straight guy who's young is gay. I don't know what's going on here. But maybe they can work with that somehow. That could be entertaining, possibly. I suppose. It's weird, but I think they might be able to work with something in that area to help boost them up. What do y'all think out there? Could something be done? Any case, this has been Cedric and Cedric for CR Wrestling Commentary, All Elite Wrestling Dynamite. So don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Share more than anything else. Subscribe if you like. And y'all be good, be chill, be safe. And oh man, I dropped my hand and that hurt. That hurt so much. Feel that up my whole forearm. See you next time.